Hi, everybody, and welcome to our Sunday night Getting Started 101 with Susie and Danielle. We really wanted to, I know most of you have been here a while or maybe just got started and are kind of confused on how to get started, where to start, what to do first. So we're going to take you through our 5-step system, which is super simple and easy to follow. Danielle has been doing trainings like these for a while. Today, this is my first one, but I'm really excited because I feel like it's so simple. Any one of us can do this training and it can duplicate down the line. That's what you really want in your business. You want something super simple, easy to duplicate, and for it to go down, not just from you to that person, but from that person and beyond. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to introduce my co-host, Danielle. Danielle and I have known each other for probably 15 years in 2 different companies. And yeah, I love working with her and I feel like she's a ball of energy sometimes that I need to rub off on her energy. So I'll let her get started and I'll share the screen tonight for the website. Can you see my screen, Danielle?
Yes, I can.
Wonderful.
So first thing that you need to know, guys, is that Susie and I, and for those of you who may be listening to the recording, Susie and I, for the better part of 9 years, we followed Lisa DeMeo and Lynn Hagedorn and Michael Klaus and Isogenics business, and we made it happen. And again, Mark and I, for those of you who really know us, definitely know we flew by the seat of our pants. Susie may have been a little bit more organized, and clearly you can get to Isomillionaire even if you are taking the wiggly route. And, guys, Susie, we congratulate Susie once again for being one of the latest and greatest and most amazing Isomillionaires. So it doesn't matter how long it takes. But the reason why I bring that up is because now, with the incredible system that we have, both Susie and I know some of the other seasoned, people on the team feel like, holy crap, you guys, we could do this in like a quarter of the time now that we have a system that is so locked and loaded and incredible. So you don't need to take so much of the wiggly route. I mean, you'll always be on your own journey. But if you constantly just come back right here to the mothership 5 steps, we are trying to lessen your learning curve in such a way that we want to like take you and shake you and like, is it step 1? Is it step 2? Or is it step 3? That's all you need to know, because you're just going to get there so much faster. So let's do this. I met Susie because she loves the beach like me. And I sat close to her up on my beach and we got to talking. And Susie expressed an interest in understanding, why do my husband and I look so darn healthy and like we're aging backwards? So I get her permission to give her some information. What in the chat would you guys send people? What's the answer to, what am I sending her? I don't really know her. What am I sending her?
Which one?
Do you guys know what the answer is? Nobody's typing the answer. It's not there yet, babe. It's this. No, Tade, very close. No, the minute that Susie gives me permission, I am sending her a text message back and I would send her wellness solutions. And I'm going, Susie, so click on wellness solutions. And she's kind of just a new acquaintance for me. And I'm going to send her wellness solutions because this is the outside of wellness solutions. And I'm going to say, Susie, it was great to meet you today. I'm sending you my link to all of our wellness solutions so that you could click. She's not on the exact right page. Isn't it weird that there's an, it's not letting you go to the outside? You were there a second ago. Because you guys, my text message is going to say to her, like, it was great to meet you. And here's a link I want you to explore. You can jump on a video. I was telling you about our transformation packs that, we do this 11-day thing coming up to, get your hands out of the candy bowl kind of thing for Halloween. And if you're a sciencey kind of person, Susie, scroll down to the last tab and you can check out our clinical research. So you guys, I'm always giving this because I feel like if I don't know someone and I want them to be able to have a dashboard to select what it is that they might want to see. So by looking that way, she can go first to see a quick video. She can take a peek at maybe the 30-day or whatever whatever. She might say, oh, what are these funky brown bottle elixirs? Like if I go all the way into transformation packs, I'm bypassing the fact that she could see, hey, maybe I should watch a quick video, or I might be interested in the clinical research. Do you guys get this? Do you understand what I'm saying, or am I going too fast?
Perfect.
Good?
Good pace.
Okay. So now, Susie, we'll just talk right through this. Susie says, what do you say, babe? What do you text me back?
Yes, Danielle, I watched some of the videos and I'm looking for weight loss.
Okay, awesome. At this point, you guys, I'm definitely jumping on the phone, and my next text message to her is going to be to get on the phone. What does Monday look like? Is the afternoon okay? I want to discuss your goals, your budget, and like we'll pick out the right thing, that's a fit for you. Okay, you guys. So that is my very next thing that I'm going to try to get in that conversation with her. And I know that the passion that's going to come through in my voice is what's going to be, my strongest suit. And for that coaching, you guys, I'm just going to say, tell the truth. The closer you can tell the truth, the closer, the more real and the more results you're going to get. So I've been on Isogenics for 10 years and it's just been a great lifestyle for my husband and myself. And I've helped people over the years, with their weight loss journey from 100 pounds to leaning out the last 5 pounds. So Susie, and I go into asking her a bunch of questions about what she needs and what might fit, in her budget. All right, you guys, but we were on a focus on the 5-step system. So I just want to reiterate, I am always, when someone asks me, what is Isogenics? I want to check out what you're doing. Some of you may have seen, I took a lesson like on this crazy e-foil thing flying across the water here in Naples. And I posted some crazy videos. The woman who owns that company, she's a super healthy, she's an art teacher. And she's like, oh, what is all this healthy stuff I see you? Center the solution right here. Wellness solutions, like that's what she gets. So she can do her own. And I say to people, oh, you do your own homework. This is the page you do your homework on, right? Okay, so that's that. Now, Susie decides to get her pack. Susie enrolls with me. She's ready for what's the next place I'm sending her, you guys? In the chat, let's hear it. Tade, you were right before. I am going to send her to the welcome and orientation page. Okay. Now, Susie has up right now on your screen, the outside welcome and orientation page. And that's where I'm going to send her, because even if we didn't even have a chance yet to discuss the elixirs, and she was a premium pack person, I want her to click on fat burning and cleansing to learn more and get all of her instructions and coaching. But I also want her to see, like, what are those beautiful little brown bottles? Maybe she may be interested in just clicking on the elixirs as well. Okay, you guys? So I'm going to send her this link right here on the top. You would copy the isodreamteam.com/welcome and orientation. And I'm going to send her that little text message. Susie, I'm so excited your box is on the way. We're going to show you where that exact message is. So you don't even have to create a message, because Heidi has a message for you. That is the post-enrollment message. That's exactly what it's called. And I'm going to send her to here. And what do I want her to do next?
Danielle, before we go further, we should also mention that for the new people that are here, our website is theisodreamteam.com. And the password to get into the associate only section is Isodream with a capital I, ISADREAM. I bookmarked this page because I use it for everything, for the calendar and all of the things that Danielle is saying.
Okay, so Susie clicks on her, she's an A+ student, and she clicks on her welcome and orientation. So go ahead, Mama. And she watches the beautiful 7-minute video. And I follow up with her. Susie, I'm so excited that we're getting started. And I put you in my messenger thread, and this is going to be super great. We went over everything. Tell me, are you a 1, 2, or 3?
I am a 3, Danielle.
Oh, that's awesome. We love the 3s. Amazing. Okay. So we feeling really good about all the information on this page. You watched the shake video, the cleanse day video. I know when you're cleansing, you're in my thread. We're having good communication. She's got her IsoLife app. You guys are all here. So you guys know welcome and orientation. So now Susie says to me, she's a 3. So the very next thing I'm going to do with her is say, when's a great time? We want you to, next step is you're going to upgrade to associate. And I have a new associate training for you. Let me know when you have a few minutes and we can do a quick FaceTime and I could show you where that is. So now Susie is going to go to associates only. See, we're walking straight through the steps, you guys, right? And I am going to beg her, plead with her. She must, please do the getting started checklist. Because you guys, this is going to be where you are going to immediately see if people took the time to do it or they're kind of just winging it. Because a lot of times they don't even know, well, they didn't have 100 BV, and you get into that whole little conversation. And so we want to make sure, you guys, that we're doing our best job as coaches to really kind of button up the ship. So I would say, Susie, you upgraded to associate, and now I'm going to take you here to the getting started checklist. These are a great little short videos. Some of them are 3 minutes, some of them are 2 minutes, some of them are 6 minutes, 8 minutes, etc. And some of them you did already. So it's going to go pretty quick, but some of them you really are going to need to pay some attention to. So do it when you have like 20-minute block of time quiet, and you could do the next 20 minutes and whatever. But for example, you guys, if someone's upgraded to associate, they probably don't need to watch the upgrade to associate video, right? You get it, right? If somebody has done our upgrade to associate, they've probably entered in their direct deposit information. So even though we have it here, just as a nice place to have it and be thorough, it's not like you need to really spend a lot of time there, right? I like the idea that we have the make your list and memory jogger here. And I think it's important. Some people love to have the paper. And I think it's a little overwhelming for people to be kind of rushed into Penny like right away. Like, oh my God, now I have to sign up, get something else and integrate. And so that could be like a new associate part 2 or 3. But knowing that we are in a networking business, this memory jogger, the kind of old school one, it's amazing, you guys, to really think about taking the pen to the paper and, you know, just running through the list like this, right? So I'm going to ask Susie, what of the new associate checklist, was there anything that, you know, kind of stood out, or what do we have questions about? In a perfect world, we would have time to really go over, you know, did she print out her roadmap to Crystal? Did she fill in all 10 names, right? And then, of course, I think having an overview look at a brand new person of the team compensation is important, but it's kind of impossible to have somebody like totally get it just by watching the first video. You kind of have to, you guys know, you kind of have to earn a little bit, and then you understand how did you make your PIBs and how did you make that first rank advancement, Crystal consultant and Crystal manager. So you kind of earn and learn each little thing along the way. But you guys know these are all here for you. And if you ever have a question and you say, oh, shucks, my friend wanted this, is it a PIB? Does that PIB double? The answer to your question, generally speaking, you guys, it's always here, right? We've got it right here for you. So it's so important. If you want to attract amazing associates on your team, you have to be the best associate. You should know exactly what's on that list, and you should be able to be like, got it. Let's go there. Let's review it together, you know? Anything else you want to say about that part of it, Susie?
No, and I feel like, Danielle, it's really good as we start in this business, we start to become leaders. You have to know where to find the information and not always feel like you have to ask everybody else for the information. So go here first before you ask questions, because almost everything that you need is on this website. It's brilliant. Heidi put a lot of time, effort, and with Liz O'Keefe, I mean, they did a wonderful job for us. So we're super grateful that we have everything here. And another thing that you didn't mention here, Danielle, is our team calendar. I think you were going to go into that next.
Yeah, let's just keep it going. So, Suze, I'm so glad you completed your new associate checklist. I want to invite you on Monday to our team meeting. So let's just peek at the calendar real quick, and you can make sure that you know how to use this. So up on the top right, you guys, Heidi's got a great little short video you can watch, which I recommend you watch. And then the calendar is, everything is linked in, and then everything that's been done is linked back. It's extremely smart. I'm so glad that I have nothing to do with the programming of that calendar, because I have no idea what's going on. I just know that it's brilliant and it works. So let's say I had someone who sent me a text message the other day and they said, Danielle, I have a person that wanted to hear you and Mark speak on a Wealthy Wednesday, which was the last Wednesday of September. So I would just say to Susie, I'm excited for you coming up this Wednesday. We've got, I'm not really sure, but I'll just make it up. We've got, oh, okay, that doesn't work. We've got beautiful Kim Apprentice, a former trial attorney, will be speaking on Wednesday night. And she said, well, Danielle, I want to hear what you and Mark had to say. I said, okay, let me send you the recording. So we would go back to September. We would go to the 29th, which is when Mark and I did our Wealthy Wednesday. We would click for the recording, and voila, what happened on that day, even though you missed it live, you could go right back to the videotape. And my hair looked so good that night, you guys. It was all curled up pretty. Okay, anyway, sorry. So Susie, Monday, I'd love you to join us. We have a 12:30 call. It's every Monday, and you'll get to know my beautiful friend, Lisa DeMeo, who runs the call. Then we also have some time that we all kind of work together in community. It's called Power Hour. This Monday, we have a special event going on, so don't miss it. But the calendar is fantastic because you'll always know what's happening by taking a peek at the calendar, and you'll have a link to get into the meeting right there to just click, and it'll go straight through and you'll be right in.
Yeah, and I love that, Danielle, that every Sunday night I go through this and I mark in my cell phone what I want to tune into so I don't forget. And I just go back to the calendar and link back to it to go to the hyperlinks so that I can join the calls directly. It's just like tonight's call was here as well.
We have a call to Tuesday night. Okay, so
that's the calendar. Back to getting started, right?
Okay, and then WhatsApp, we have a communication thread called Rising Stars. So if you'd like to be on WhatsApp and you want to find out what's going on just throughout the day, announcements and graphics, and you can ask a question, and it's just another way that we all kind of communicate with the Rising Stars. So that's what that icon is showing you. And now, Susie, we are ready for where the rubber meets the road, the 5 steps to success. Yes, Barbara, generally all the meetings are recorded. All right, you guys. So we take a person, we introduce them and chat with them about isogenics. If you notice, I was sitting there on the beach next to Susie, and we just started to chat. When she got in a conversation with me, I basically was in this number 1 area. You guys see that? Oh, just move the screen up a bit, babe. So I was inviting her to take a look. We got in the discussion, and at some point it just was a natural flow. I was inviting her to take that look at what we do, right? Then we're due step 2. And I thought, okay, what would I do to explore? Am I going to invite this girl over to my house? I just met her and make her a shake and put it and tell her to taste it? Or should I use a tool? Should I send her a link? Should I send her a video? Should I send her a blog post? Should I send her something from, a tool? So step 2 is where I decided to send her the isadreamteam.com/wellness solutions. Okay, you guys, when we got on the phone, I jotted down her favorite flavors when I connected with her, and I did step 3, enroll. I created a recommended cart and I sent it to Susie, and she was able to click on the link and she enrolled in the business. Okay. Next thing you know, I sent her our welcome and orientation message, which we're going to show you now. And she got to know the page. We decided first things first is the number 1. We don't skip through. The number 1 is her product experience. Are we adding value and giving her an A+ product experience? Does she know when she's starting? Does she know how to cleanse? Does she know when to use everything? Did she get the IsoLife app? Are we registering for IsoBody? We did all of that great stuff. Then she said to me, gee, I know a bunch of people that would love this, and I'm a number 3. Okay. At that point, we did the step 4, welcome and orientation. Now she's graduating to 5, empower. And I need to empower her with the tools to start creating the mindset to be successful, and also to kind of understand how this whole wheel of IsoLife works, right? So we just did the whole kind of thing, you guys, and you just keep doing it over and over and over. So go ahead, Susie, why don't you take over for a minute and dig into the number 1.
Okay, awesome. So number 1 is inviting people. If you're not inviting people, then how would they know what you're doing, right? So it's really important. It's great to post on Facebook. It's great to, advertise yourself on Instagram or LinkedIn, but realistically, we need to invite people. Okay, first thing you need to do, there's 4 elements to every invitation. You want to share your why. I thought of you, Danielle, because you're super smart, successful. I know that I love your energy. This may or may not be a fit for you, but if I shared a video, would you watch it? That's it. That's the simple part of invitation. It's so simple. And there are a few ways that you can invite people to take a look. Number 1, we call the top-down approach. That was the easiest one for me because I wanted to lead with the business. Wasn't interested in, just sharing the products with people. I had a bigger vision. I wanted to share the business opportunity with people. Some people might feel that's a little scary, right? And they want to start with leading with the products, which is totally fine too. We have 1 million product customers and we need every single one of them. And then there's targeted invitations. We'll go through that. Social media, how to post on social media, the inviting script templates. We have a beautiful Evernote with all of the things that you need to say and how to say it for every audience. And then Wealthy Wednesdays. If you guys decided to host your own presentation, the Wealthy Wednesday information is there. The presentation is there on how to do it. And hopefully someday you'll step up to be a presenter on our Wealthy Wednesdays. So let's start with number 1, the top-down approach, leading with the business. And I love it that Heidi has put videos here, little quick videos for you to go through it. This one is a little bit longer because it's talking about your board of director, right? And if you wanted to go through the first part of the associate checklist, there was a board of directors worksheet that you do, the top 10 people that you want to invite to take a look into Isagenix. Well, Heidi brilliantly did a bunch of slides here that you can go through, and you can actually just, if you wanted to be on the phone with somebody, read through it and just make it easy for yourself. The script is there. or you can click on this hyperlink where the invite scripts are. This is what I was talking about. This is the Evernote and how to invite people to take a look at the business. Okay, super simple. You don't have to be tied to every single word. Make it your own. Always use your own authentic way of saying things and being. I feel like people feel that vibration. Don't try to be somebody else, but maybe take the verbiage and make it your own.
Susie, before you leave that page, I was just going to point out something. It's very, very, in my opinion right now, you guys, it's a very, very interesting point. So see where it says, if you're a rookie, okay? So we want to, as I mentioned before, we always want to really be like in the most truth you can be in, okay? And just be honest with people. And you also can tweak up that sentence and say, I can't wait to catch up with you, but I'm calling for a specific reason. And you don't want to beat around the bush, connecting back with your old high school friend that you reconnected with on Facebook and waste 20 minutes of time and then make this awkward transition to isogenics, right? So you just come right out and say, I'm calling for a specific reason. I wanted to share some personal news regarding a career pivot. I don't think that I would really that might not be something I would say exactly in that sentence, but I really would say our business is really expanding and growing. Totally the truth. And we are really helping some people nowadays who may be looking for a career pivot because they just don't like what's going on in the world. They might be a healthcare worker that's exhaustedly tired after the last 20 months. They may be a teacher who is just done with the virtual and the non-virtual and the kids in and out of the class. You guys get what I mean. There is a lot of attention being paid right now to people that need to pivot. So that's why when I was reading that quickly before Susie changed, that is a great place to start a conversation and just be honest about what you're doing and who you're looking for.
Love that. And you know what I would also add? If you're a rookie and you're brand new and you feel uncomfortable to share information with people, make a 3-way phone call appointment. Just say, listen, I'm really brand new. I don't want to mess up and not answer all of your questions. Would you mind if I got my really good friend Danielle on the phone with us? So that's a really good way for you, instead of just being on the phone call yourself. Maybe watch somebody else do a few phone calls with you so that you get the verbiage and makes it easier for you to make that first step. I know that was super important for me in the beginning, and I feel like it's something easy for us to lean on and be able to show you how you can make those phone calls without feeling uncomfortable or making it weird, right? So you can go through all of these. I mean, this website is up for you guys. It's simple for you to just take 15 minutes out of your day and maybe go through one of these modules just to make it, comfortable for yourself. So going back here, let me just go back one. So here's the bottom-up approach. This is leading with the products. And we have the 5 steps to inviting people to a shred, 11-day shred, right? The verbiage is here. And this is the link to send people so that they can take a look at the 11-day shred as well. We have our private group for the 11-day super shred. And we also have some chats that you can add people to for accountability. Right? And if you're not really clear or sure, just go through these. They're super simple. It just goes one by one. Step 1 is inviting. Again, step 2 is exploring, seeing what their needs are, exactly what Danielle had gone through before. It's repetitive, and just get comfortable with the monotony, like just doing the same thing over and over. That's all it is, guys. Step 3 is enrolling. Step 4 is the welcome and orientation. And step 5, again, is embarking. It's just repeating the same thing over and over again for you guys in different ways so that you can understand it. Anything you'd like to add here, Danielle?
Yeah, Susie, I'm just gonna have you go back out to the main page of top down, bottom up. So I'm gonna just do a quick little shout out to somebody who's on tonight. She's a new consultant, very soon to be crystal manager on our team. Her name is Sandy Jones, and she's a professional hairdresser, and she works in a interesting, unique, I don't know if they have them all over the country, but in Naples, we've got a couple of them where there's like small little salons in this big building. So they each had to have their own little room, if you will, instead of it being just like you open the front door and you're in just kind of a salon with many hairdressers. They all have their own, they're like suites. So I just want to point this out, you guys. So when I was introduced to Sandy, I didn't explain this whole idea of top down, bottom up, because this is kind of our lingo, right? But what I did explain to her is that she has a terrific clientele base who would probably love the collagen. And of course, I wanted her to try it first, and she was game for that. And she could lead with the products, right? So this whole bottom up approach, think of it as the path of least resistance. She can just offer this awesome collagen to clients, especially they're complaining after COVID, people were losing hair, all kinds of crazy stuff. And then top down approach, leading with the business. She marched me right over across the hallway to meet this other beautiful woman named Sandra. And Sandra is a hairdresser as well. So this is about was straight away, obviously would love to try the product, but oh my God, this is a great business for hairdressers and people in a salon environment, in a service industry like we are. So I was teaching her at that moment that we're going to learn how to do both at the same time, the top down, leading with the business, looking for other professionals like herself, as well as the bottom up with all of her clients with Collagen Elixir. So again, those two terms are a little like technical, you guys. You don't have to explain them like that with those taglines, but we want you to understand, what does that really mean?
Love that. Thank you, Danielle. Great explanation. So here we go to targeted invitations. And here we have a few little videos, how to approach fitness studios, the service industry, collagen by appointment only, and making money with collagen. Social media. We're all on social media, and we're all trying to create a buzz on social media. Here, you can have 7 days of social media posting. It's actually going to bring you through exactly what to post and how to post it for your first 7 days, which is awesome. I love it.
And you guys, it's like so kind of silly. One of the pictures is like you're posting, like you're not even have to have your face. You're just like posting a pair of jeans, and it's like about you, like these are going in the, in the giveaway pile because I'm not going to be like, it's whatever. They tell you like the prompts of what to say. But if you've never posted a pair of jeans, your friends are going to stop and be like, why the hell is she posting a pair of jeans today? What does that post say?
It's just so super simple. It takes the guesswork out of it, especially if you're brand new. And if you've been here a while and you've never done this, you should do it and see what the intrigue is on posting like this for an entire week. And then the social media palette. If you guys haven't joined, Isagenix has a beautiful new social media palette. And we also have some free graphics here right on isagenixbusiness.com that you can go to. It links. And then here's how to do Instagram. I'm just going to click through these really quick. This is a video from Zach and Eden Slobin on how. All right, welcome everybody to this very. I'm not going to play the video right now. How to do Facebook. And here is a video, of course, about Facebook posting and how to post in the social networks. And then again, there's one here on LinkedIn as well. I'm not going to go through all of them.
You guys, as Susie's doing this, you really have to think of this as, this is like a university, like this is like a semester of like courses, right? And I don't want to make it be like so overwhelming, but you really do need to take like little bite-sized pieces, right? You don't do a whole semester in the first week of college. You take one class and you go back on Wednesday, and you might have that class Monday, Wednesday, Friday, right? You break it down, you first semester, second semester, then the next year comes and it's second year of college. Like you don't want to tackle all of this and get yourself overwhelmed and crazy and just close the phone and close the computer. So we want to keep it bite-sized, because there is a lot of content here, but think of what you're already good at. If you're already good with Facebook, maybe just stick with Facebook, go through that one, make sure you're doing it okay, then start the Instagram one, then the LinkedIn one. Is just maybe a way to kind of graduate through them versus thinking, oh my God, I need to learn all of this before I start. You absolutely do not.
Yeah, and I'll just share really quickly. When I was first starting, I was already working 60 to 80 hours a week. If I would see this and have to do the whole thing at once, it would be very overwhelming for me. I took it in small, bite-sized, palatable pieces. And every night I would watch one module, or every other night I would watch another module, just until I got it. And then when I was done, I would start over again, because I'm that type of person. But I would actually fall asleep with my face into the computer and have like the computer board on my face, because I was so tired. But that's how I actually learned. That was my education on how to get started. And, we didn't have this beautiful, brilliant tool back then, but imagine, like, we still got to millionaire doing the things that we did, like Danielle said, not having the roadmap. So we're cutting this time like in a quarter for you guys. What we did in 10 years, you guys can do in 2 years, or, 1.5, whatever it is, the time that takes you guys. But just finishing up here, here's the invite script templates. It goes to an Evernote for how to invite people to take a look. And then Wealthy Wednesday, guys. Wealthy Wednesdays are so super important for you guys to drive people to that phone call, because it's going to be a third-party validation talking about the business opportunity. And that's really where the business starts to grow exponentially, is when you have other people that are sharing the business or sharing the products just like you. You want to grow a team of people. And I feel like the Wealthy Wednesdays have been buttoned up so beautifully now, that really gives you all the nuts and bolts of what this is, how to implement it in their life and bring an extra stream of income into their life. With that being said, Danielle, I'm going to pass it over to you.
No, you guys. So now step one is probably the absolute most robust. It really is. And so you see that you're going to spend, a good amount of time. There's different ways to invite. If you're just an influencer and have this giant, Instagram following, maybe all you have to do is post on Instagram. I was not that. I had to call people. I had to talk to people. I had to post a little bit on Facebook. I had to, march into local, networking groups. I did a variety over the years of all which ways. And I really prefer like face-to-face belly, the old school belly to belly. I like people. I like to be with people, but you have to fit in the nooks and crannies. If you're doing this only 6 hours a week or 10 hours a week or 12 hours a week, you have to figure out what's going to fit for you. And obviously in these past few years, the social media angle has just, given people such an advantage to work in those nooks and crannies of their time. So step one, you guys, is going to be the most robust. But what I want you to understand is a little bit of what I said before, using my example of this beautiful new hairdresser, Sandy, is you want to be always doing both. We always want to be inviting people with, to be experiencing our products, because you just never know who's going to be number one who turns into a number three. And we always want to be talking about the top-down approach, looking for people who are looking for a new business or a new stream of income, because they may be a number three. They're going to know a lot of number ones who need to use the products. This is a business, you guys, of a lot of people doing a little bit. And if you would go to any McDonald's, terrible example, Chick-fil-A, how are those people in business? They have a lot of cars coming through the drive-through, and each car is buying $8, $5, $12. There's no, like, very rarely do we get a catering order for $14,000 of Chick-fil-A, right? This is very rare. Same thing in isogenics. We want to have a lot of people making that shake, putting in the greens, putting in the immune boost, doing a cleanse day, taking their elixir, taking their collagen, right? So it's a lot of people doing a little bit. We need the number ones, we need the number twos, we need the number threes, we need all of them. So we want to be getting you comfortable with the top down, just as comfortable as you are with the bottom up.
Yeah.
Got it?
I think also you made the example of the fast food restaurant, and you ever notice if you've ever gone into any type, whether it be a Starbucks or a McDonald's or whatever, they all say the same exact verbiage, right? Because they are duplicatable. You want to be able to duplicate yourself. You don't want to do something that's so outlandish that people can't do what you're doing. So this actually simplifies it. And the system that we have here is in place for you to duplicate yourself. You want everybody to be doing the same thing, rowing in the same direction all at once. And the most important thing is to stay plugged in. You want to make sure you're on our calls every Monday from 12:30 to 1 p.m. with Lisa. If you cannot be on the call, you can watch the recording, but live is always better for me. And then right after that, we have our power hour. If you're confused, you're not sure what to say, or you need someone to help you with an answer, we're there for an entire hour, working together, rowing together like a row team. We're all rowing in the same direction. And the last thing I would say is plugging into events. Events has been probably one of the most important things that has built my business, bringing people to events so that they can see the bigger picture and hear from corporate and be in the positive community of people that are all like-minded and looking for something better to change their lives. So
totally agree. The events are the best. All right, let's go back out to the 5 steps, Suze. And we talked a lot about step 1 and why we want to have this invite so many different ways, figuring out what you're most comfortable with. Let's go to step 2, explore. And as I mentioned before, I feel very comfortable just quickly doing a quick text message to people to our wellness solutions. But as you see here, we have a really fantastic exercise called the qualifying questions. And so we're going to try to uncover someone's why. You know, what are they really looking for? Why, you know, getting to know really who they are and what they're about and what's, you know, going to help, what's really going to help them, you know, the most. It can get a little tricky, but so that you just understand, you know, and read through here, whether it's on the board of directors side and somebody's looking for a new opportunity, a new business. Tell me what, in your perfect world, what would that look like? The flexibility, the freedom. You want to get into, you know, uncover why would they want to, you know, do something. And the more guys you can get comfortable with trying to help someone get to their truth. So if I'm chatting with Susie and we're talking about which products might be good for her, and she's explaining to me, what did she have for breakfast and what did she have for lunch? And, you know, and then, you know, what's her kind of normal day? Then I'm listening carefully and I'm uncovering, wow, okay, she might need more than just the peanut butter bites. I really want to make sure she's going to get those Isa Delights because she told me she has a sweet tooth. You know, you want to try to just uncover like little things here and there. You know, if you're talking to someone who's complaining about working a 12-hour shift or a 14-hour shift, the fact that they can work this whenever they want and not miss those hours with their family, that's going to be something that you like make that mental note so that you can talk to them about that. And this document is going to help you learn how to just be a little more seasoned with the art of that conversation. Okay, overcoming objections. This isn't, again, guys, I feel much more like this is also a listening exercise. So everybody's got objections. I'm too busy. It's too expensive. I don't want to make money off my friends. It's a pyramid scheme. There's so many different blah, 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 blah that people can throw back at you. So these are just the 10 most common objections. And again, it's always just good. Just tell your truth, just tell your truth. So, you can read through this document. I don't think we really have to go like super duper into it. But it is nice to know what to say when someone says, so Susie would say to me, Susie, give me the typical, is this a pyramid, or is this like Mary Kay, or, one of those. And then we would practice that dialogue.
What do you mean by that, Danielle?
Right. So we're always wanting to ask more questions. I recently have been explaining it. It's a virtual franchise. I mean, everybody understands what's Amazon or what's Shopify, or they want an online store. They're selling stuff on Etsy. Like, everybody understands it's online shopping. It's an online store. You don't have to drive up to Whole Foods and walk around and not have anyone help you. Like, I'm here to help you get the best thing. And we're gonna, give you full support and full community, which you don't get when you buy, just run into Trader Joe's and grab something. So I've been, doing the whole virtual store, virtual franchise kind of explanation a lot. Okay, wellness solutions, you guys know. And then what's on the bottom there, Suze? Okay, value pack flavor choices. And we've got some great PDFs here with the quick pack choices, just showing you, breaking down per day, and which of our packs have free shipping. It's a little outdated, you guys, because we really should squeeze on basic and the basic with energy boost, because I've really been focusing on that one, because that one always comes with free shipping as well. It just gives that little bit of the e-shots, which are so nice. Okay, so you guys see the resources there, which are in step 2, explore. And today I had an older woman was asking me for her husband, who was 86, for shakes. And we go to the same manicurist, and my new manicurist referred her to me. And so she asked me for an email. That was the way she wanted to explore, because I was on the phone with her quickly. And I said, what's the best for you? Do you like text message, or would you like me to send you an email? And knowing that she's kind of an older woman, I thought she's probably going to want the email. And so in the email, I went to isagenixhealth.net, and I grabbed 2 really great articles about what are whole blend shakes, and then the ingredient breakdown of whole blend shakes. And I linked them into the little quick email. She also asked me to give her the flavors and the price, which I just listed the flavors, and I put the preferred client price and told her I'd be delighted to send her or help her place the order to be a preferred client and get that discount. So again, you guys, I was doing number 2. I was doing explore, but I wasn't doing like the hot shot, quick little, here's your text message, here's your homework, Susie, because this lady needed kind of an older school email. You guys get that, right?
Yeah, and I have to feel people out too, right, Danielle? You have to see what their personality type is and how they like to communicate.
Absolutely. So next, enroll. All right, you guys, we enroll people on the computer straight from the back office. I do most of my enrollments now are all by this recommended carts. You can enroll somebody on the phone. You can call the old school way, call 877-877-8111, and you can get a customer service rep on the phone, and you could be on the fly, hands-free, driving down the street, and you can just totally enroll your person in the passenger seat and let them call the information right out through the phone. And then as you're brand new, we will always have you, the computer will do right and left so that you can go consultant. Don't need to get super duper into like the tree and where am I putting people. Just do right, left, right, left, right, left is probably the first 4, 5, 6 people that you're going to be pretty cool with that. Okay. Until we kind of get you a little more seasoned. But there is a terrific placement strategy video. If you have not watched that and you've been here a while, definitely should watch that one, guys. And now this is where I want definitely click into here, Sue, is the post-enrollment procedure. I go here, I just copy straight that first message. Hi, Susie, your box is on the way. I might say, it was so fun to meet you on the beach on Sunday afternoon. Your box is on the way, you know, blah, 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 blah. You can make a sentence, introductory, like fun sentence. And this will equip you with the tools and resources to maximize your wellness goals, navigate your Isagenix account. I'm committed to getting people started right. So please let me know if you've completed the 7-minute orientation and whether you're a 1, a 2, or a 3. So you guys, a 1, I'm a product user. A 2, I'm intrigued. And I think I already have like 2 or 3 people in my head that might love these products. I'd love to get my products paid for, love to eat for free. 3, I understand Isagenix has a part-time or full-time business opportunity. Very interested in learning more about that and seeing if it's a fit. So 1, 2, or 3. Okay. And then Heidi does such nice verbiage here. If you don't hear back from somebody, you really want to kind of give them a little nudge. Like, I want to do my best job coaching. And I think if you're new, guys, this is like, wow, no doubt about it. Like, if you are new, you definitely have to say like, so I never want to be a pain in the butt, but I'm working on getting better at follow-up. And I just don't want to let anything go through the cracks. I just want to do a great job. So please, please, please let me know, like kind of do it more like apologetic, but that you want to be an A+ coach. You want to be, you know, giving excellent customer service and you're taking pride in that. Susie, what else would you say about that?
Yeah, I love this piece because it's so simple. You can modify it to yourself or you can just, you know, cut and paste. It doesn't matter. People are getting the information, but I love the little follow-up line here. I mean, this is something I feel like I was lacking with my business organization and getting, following up with a lot of people. And I feel like following up is critical in this business. It's so super huge. And it's something that we should start from the get-go. So if you're brand new, make sure within 48 hours, if they haven't responded to you, that you do follow up with them.
I will never forget, you guys. Mark and I bought a truck from a dealer in Naples about 2 years after we moved here. And we bought the truck from them. And then they called us, we took the truck, you know, we went down there and we picked up the truck. And then they called us and they were like, okay, so we're sending the guy, I think, I don't remember the name of the guy, but the guy, he's kind of like the concierge guy. And he comes to your house to program your new truck to your garage door. So you don't have to like mess with that. And you have him for like, you know, like whatever, like an hour or 45 minutes. And he teaches you all the buttons. If you don't know all, like, because, you know, sometimes you get a new car and you're like, I don't even know where the buttons are. And I was like, oh my God, I love this. But I think for many years in Isagenix, I was so excited to get the enrollment in the tree. I was so excited, like the person got on the program. And then I'm like crossing my fingers, you know, they're going to lean out, they're going to lose weight, people are going to notice, and they're just going to immediately like say they have referrals and it's going to all work out. But we need to do the better job of asking them and giving them the welcome and orientation and making sure that they know that we're just like, hello, we are giving great customer service. Did you do your welcome and orientation? You know, are you 1? Are you 2? Are you 3? Because just getting in that conversation raises your vibration and makes you like the better, you know, that you care about the people that you're bringing into your, you know, your tree and your business. And, you know, it's just all going to work out better. I promise you. This year of doing it buttoned up this way has propelled our business in such a way that's just totally insane.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to share something too, Danielle. So when I had my restaurant business, I remember, and this is how it complemented Isagenix. I remember we were in such a tough location. We were very small, but people knew who we were because of my customer service. So when you came in, I knew exactly where you like to sit. I knew exactly if you liked ice with your wine or if you didn't like ice with your wine. I knew your kids' names. I knew your family's names. This is the same thing. You're just getting to know people on a different level and really having those intimate connections with people and just being a good human. It's not something that's weird to be a good person and just like get to know people a lot better. And like Danielle said, she learned all of the features of the car because somebody took the time to show them. If we're not taking the time to show people what's available to them with Isagenix, how would they know? They just don't know what they don't know. So we have this amazing system to show people what we have available. And again, I love showing people that we have a referral compensation plan. And if they want to learn more, they can plug into the Wealthy Wednesday, where Wealthy Wednesday will show them exactly what the opportunity has for them. Whether they decide to take a look at it and use the opportunity or not, it's our job to give them the information, right? So we want to do the best job possible so that people feel well-informed and we're not leaving anybody hanging that really wanted to know the information.
Susie, imagine I sat down at the restaurant and you just wouldn't bring me the menu. It's kind of like the same thing, guys. You're putting people product in a box and sending it to their house, and then you're not giving them the menu of what's available to them.
Yeah.
So we feel pretty confident about enroll. So we're inviting people. Step 2, exploring. They need to enroll. How will we enroll them? This like this little technical piece here, guys, where a lot of us are doing now these QR codes on the laminated sheets. I know my hairdressers are doing that, right? Because that's easy in that kind of environment. If they have a client, just zap the little QR code, and that's working out terrific. And now we get to go next to welcome.
Danielle,
and I feel like
welcome about that QR code and the salons. Heidi added that today. It's actually in the associate section. The first part is a beautiful, Emily Vavra had done a beautiful thing for Collagen Elixir getting started. So for those of you, oh, I don't know why it's not here, but it's in here. It's in here. I don't know why this is not working.
okay, we'll tell her that it has a little boo-boo. We have to fix that link.
Fix it there. Okay, so going back, sorry about that.
No, that's okay. So now we're on step 4, which is so important, you guys. Welcome and orientation. And this is where we're going to give our new people the exposure to really, this is like the menu. This is a lot of what we want you to, in a very elegant way, see what we have going on. So whether you go into fat burning and cleansing or collagen, you're going to see we want to service those number ones at an A++ level. Like we are Rolls Royce or Bentley, right? You're buying a Ferrari when you bought your Isagenix program. So everything you need to know is right here for you. And very important for people to watch the welcome and orientation video, where they're going to learn and get exposure to what's 1, 2, or 3. Again, this is like the interactive virtual, menu on a video where we're telling them, please, we want to be great at what we do. We need your input to tell us, where do you see yourself at the moment? So welcome and orientation is something that I think all of us were missing for many, many years. And it's really, really been just incredibly helpful. Step 5 is probably my favorite, you guys, because this is the personal growth. And Susie and I are both total personal growth junkies. So you can't get into anything unless you have 100% gone through getting started checklist. You feel like not only have you seen it once, maybe twice or 3 times, but even the ones where you're getting towards fast track to executive, roadmap to crystal executive, you feel really confident about that. You can sit next to somebody and kind of show them the way, okay? Once you're kind of there, jump over to advanced team building. We're going to get into really some really, really great, more advanced just total encompassing this business. So you see maximizing the compensation plan. If you've never seen this pencil pitch by a former hairdresser who built an empire, and I think Susan Miller made like several of her hairstylists that worked in her salon millionaires. She's a great lady, and she does a great thing with a pencil and a piece of paper. And she just shows you exactly what she puts, how she writes it out with her pencil. And it's awesome. Super, super, super simple. One thing we haven't really talked about so much on this call tonight is our leader in action formula. And you guys, as you get a little bit more into this and past the kind of 101, that would be like my very next thing I like for people to learn as soon as they're really, kind of got it down a little bit. They've shared a couple of wellness solution links. They've explored with a few people. They've enrolled a few people. Once we have that happening, then I'm going to really show them the leader in action formula, because I don't want too much time to go by. They could be earning so much extra money for bonuses if they understand what that really means. So that's there for you to start to learn. And then you guys, when you have those conversations, you can mention, even if you have a profession, you're making plenty of money, you're doing Isogenics because you love the products and you love the idea of eating for free and you love having this little part-time fun thing, you love our community, you love personal growth. It is still important for you to know that we have a 6 weeks to 6 figures portal where someone can do training, someone can work with some of the leaders in our team, in our group, and I would equip someone, Susie would equip someone that if 2022, their goal was to replace that teaching salary, nursing income, pilot's income, who knows what, we could teach someone how to make 6 figures next year. What is the process that needs to happen? How many people do they need in their organization, their board of directors? What is the kind of activity we'd start to generate over these next months of November and December, January, to really get that kind of momentum moving forward? So it may not be what you need, but it may be interesting to have that conversation with other people who might be looking for something like this. So it's really great for you to know that it's there.
Awesome. So I hope this was helpful for you guys, right, Danielle?
Yeah, I'd love to take any questions that we have.
Yeah, so I'm going to stop sharing. I'm sorry, I'm going to stop recording in just a second. I want to thank you guys for being on tonight. We had a great turnout, and we will do a step 2, which goes a little bit more in depth with the leader in action formula and different things of that nature. So let me just stop the recording.